everyone and welcome to today's video. So today is a very exciting one because after a year and a half of disappointment and letdown, today we are finally going to be putting the boat back in the water.
So we actually got up here at the boat a couple of days ago, driving up from our house in Wales. The following day was spent getting some prep work done in the form of me doing a massive Asda shop for some supplies for our trip, and Tim doing the most important job of all, making sure the oven works.
We're pretty much good to go. The boat's set up, she's rigged, we've got her loaded. The only slight snag, we've got one sort of panic to solve before we can go in the water, which is pumped up the dinghy yesterday and came to it this morning, and one side of it is a bit flat. Now fortunately though, having had a good look over this morning, I very quickly found a little kind of snag slash pinprick in it, which I'm guessing is the problem, and it's in a really easily repairable place, so that's actually not anywhere near as bad as it could be. So we've got a couple of hours before we're going in, so I've got to quickly get this fixed because there's no pontoon here at the moment, RB Marine, which means that as soon as we get on the boat, if we don't have a dinghy, we'll be stranded. So it's kind of a big problem, but hopefully we can get it fixed.
So that is the first boat in the water, so we are going to be number 3 I think on the list, so still a little bit of time to wait, but we're soon ready to actually get in on the water.
I've just picked up and moved our neighbour, and so we're next in line to go in. The problem is that there is a large, hopefully you can see, fishing boat kind of thing right in front of us, which also has to be moved and repositioned because it's blocking us in at the moment, and the tide is rapidly dropping right now, so not 100% whether we're going to get in today or tomorrow, but I think we're pretty much ready to go, other than the old nerve factor. I think we're ready to go and it should go okay. So just got to wait now, see how long it takes to move this next boat and see what the tide looks like then, and hopefully we'll be floating in an hour or so. So it's actually the next day now. Things ran a little late yesterday and the weather turned a bit, so we decided to postpone going in yesterday, and we're going to be first in today. So the guys are just setting up the straps, ready to lift us up, and we should be going in about an hour.
So we are now on the water. We have had a few issues. One of them was trying to set the mooring line, which was not ideal. How it was sort of like pulling the pulpit apart. So Tim's sort of sorted that. It's now looped on to where the anchor would be normally looped. So it's not ideal, but it's fine, and that's a stronger point to start with. So we've got that sorted. However, slightly other pressing issue. Bung for our dinghy has disappeared. I don't know where it is. We went to put it in and I just checked and there's nothing attached to the end of the rope. So Tim's just found some wooden bits. He's just stuffed in, so hopefully that'll hold it long enough till we can get back to shore, because that's where Skylar is. Right, so I've now actually just been left on board on my own, which is quite scary. It is like the wind, literally the minute we got on the water it picked right up, so we're bobbing around on this mooring here. Tim's just gone to shore to pick up Skylar and see if he can find a proper bung for the dinghy. I've just got a message from Tim and he has miraculously managed to find a bung for the dinghy, which is just amazing considering of all the places we could have lost it. We've actually got it back, so that's great. So I can just see they're on their way back now. It's been fine here on the boat. It's quite nice, I guess, in a way for me just to sit and accustom or acclimatise myself to it. At the moment I'm doing fine. There have been no code brown moments, but yeah, so yeah, hopefully it'll be like this / getting nicer throughout the evening, and then yeah, off early tomorrow.
Here we are, first evening back on the water with Hat-Trick. I've got to say, Joe, it's been, what, exciting or nerve-wracking?
It's been a testing day, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, as you probably saw, the wind really picked up when we got put in. Not sure our wind meter is working particularly well. Spoke to a guy a minute ago, reckoned it was gusting up to about 30. So made picking up the mooring quite interesting, figuring out how to tie the boat on. Not 100% happy with the bow roll, although it seems to be behaving itself a little bit better now. I think it needs to be a bit bigger to stop the rope jumping out. We headed over to shore, as you probably saw as well. We took the new electric motor, got a few last minute supplies from the shop. And I must say it is calming down a little bit now, so it does seem a much nicer evening. So how are you feeling about the first night on the boat?
Yeah, no, it's good to be back on the water, that's for sure. I'm not as nervous as what I thought I was going to be. It was sort of like trial by fire. Once you're on the water, you're on it then, aren't you?
Committed at that point.
But yeah, hopefully it'll be a nice calmish night so we can sleep. And then, head on out on our adventures tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's going to about do it for the first episode back on the water. Hopefully you'll join us in the next one where we'll be heading off from here to check out some of our old haunts. And thank you so much for stopping by. Remember to subscribe and like and all that YouTube jazz. But most of all, guys, I hope you'll check back for the next one.